Hello, hello, hello. I think it's just kicking on right now. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. I'm just testing on my page to make sure it's coming through. Um, let's see. Closing that window. Hello, hello, welcome. And welcome to Gabby here, who is here nice and early. I thank you. Thank you. um, I tried to make it cozy. I tried. We are going to be very, very careful with this candle on a blanket. Um, I'm pretty much set. I don't think I have to move much, but I will just be very conscientious, cautious of the candle. And so let's make sure that we don't burn up anything. Yeah, we are here planning December 18th through the 24th, which is a big time for people who celebrate Christmas season. A lot of holidays are coming up. I believe Hanukkah is wrapped up. But just happy holidays to everybody. Just I hope that you get little moments of peace and little moments of rest whenever you can. Um, it's a lot. This year has been a lot, and we can just do what we can, right? So, I am going to be using this old sticker kit from Sterling Ink. She actually did make a Christmas one. Well, this is Nutcracker themed mainly, and then kind of holiday. So I guess it's kind of all all around Christmas here. But yeah, the Nutcracker has Christmas in it. It doesn't have like another holiday in it. So yeah, I kept these from a while back, and this is my last sheet. So I just thought, you know what? I'm going to make this really, really cute. I also am going to update my health planner here towards the end. And let's see. I think that's it. This has been a big week. Let's talk about it, I guess. So I did love this theme. It seemed more calm during a very chaotic week. On Monday, I was really nervous about my MRI. I've had an MRI in the past, and I had a panic attack. I had to stop. I had to get out of the machine. I was in one of those that was kind of like two pancakes together, and you can kind of see a little bit, but they put the whole machine in the corner. So it really wasn't great. And the tech doing it was just, she didn't really care. This was probably, I think, like 2017-ish. They were trying to figure out, I was having pain in my back. It turned out I just need to go to the chiropractor to have him like put my rib back into place. That was it. So yeah, the misdiagnoses of in the healthcare industry are just astounding, aren't they? So I was burning off some steam and just kind of like, I knew Tuesday I would not be in a good mental place. So I like ran through and did all of my errands so quickly. Went to the grocery store, got my donations done. I've been talking about that for weeks, and the line was so short. It was wonderful. Got my car washed. Um, Oh, got a box out, and then I stopped by another grocery store for a specialty item that, because I'm dairy free, I was trying to find like the sweetened condensed, but it's oat milk. Yeah, it's just like those once a year type purchases. And yeah, I just had like a lot going on at the beginning. I was so nervous about the MRI, but then I was also trying to distract myself. So when I went in, I was just like, okay, it's going to be what it's going to be. And I had already met the tech the week before doing the CT, and she was wonderful. So I told her like my dream is to like listen to music, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we have music. What do you want to hear?" And I'm like, "Oh, what do you got?" She's like, "We have Spotify." I'm like, "Great." So my dream was to listen to Charlie Brown Christmas, while doing so. And my husband's like, "Are you sure you don't want to like ruin that music?" Because he knows like just how special it is kind of for our family. And because my son loves it, I said, "No, no, no, I need it." So I listened to that. The album is about 40 minutes. The process took a little longer. She played another jazz song after, but it was the best thing. It was the best thing. I came out of that MRI with a smile because not only that, but I could go in feet first because they were scanning my abdomen for Crohn's stuff. And so I was able to look up at the ceiling with the lights on and all the like, I remember my former MRI being in the dark. Like, it was this dark room, and then you couldn't see much of anything. Such, like, a total different experience. Got the contrast and didn't have any reactions to either contrast. I was just thrilled. I was just thrilled. I came out of there going, "This is, like, one of the hardest things of the week." And then, yeah, I came home and just was like, I can handle the rest of this." That was one of the hardest things of the week. So, then I went to go see my gynecologist oncologist for a follow-up after my hysterectomy. And because during these 2 scans, they found a cyst on my ovary. And so, and I have PCOS. It was a different kind of cyst though. And when I read about it, I'm like, I wasn't too concerned, but I had already had this appointment like set, and I was just so glad I had it set. Um, and so I was able to go in there, ask her all my questions. She's like, "You should not be worried about it at all. It's all good. We'll keep an eye on it. You'll probably have some more scans from Crohn's stuff. So, just to follow up maybe next December and just see how it's doing." Because it's the kind that just it's kind of fluid filled and then it goes down. And it's very common. So I just wanted to get her eyes on it just because I did have the diagnosis of uterine cancer in June. So, which is, I'm all clear. So I came away from that just going, okay, I feel really good. And it was at a building that I hadn't been to since June, and they had totally like switched up their parking system. And, but as I was there, I was able to sign up for like their through QR codes to like get that all set up. So now when I visit that building 3 times this next week, that same building, I am all set. We're all set. We can like drive in and out of there. And that was nice. That was nice to go, okay, on this day I got there like super early and I was able to just set it up and not be like in total panic mode. Um, and then my last like story of the week was I had lost a package. It was December 8th is when it said it was delivered. Am pretty much here a lot of the time, or my husband's looking out his window, and I got the little notification, went out there, and the package wasn't there. Fortunately, this is not a present. It's something that for me that is just kind of sentimental. And um I started asking neighbors, and yesterday I printed out these little flyers saying missing package, and I went to just up and down our street, and then we have so many houses a few streets over with our same number. So many. So there's like 6 just in like a 5 block, 10 block radius here. So, and we get things misdelivered. So, I put a, note on Facebook and a couple groups on Facebook, and just kind of like try to see where it could be, because I can't go out and get another one. This was something I bought off of eBay that was like something I'm collecting, and it's just a one-off, not a total one-off, but it's very hard to find. Um, so My neighbors were very concerned, so it was nice to kind of touch base with them. It was a nice sunny day. I was going out walking around, and I drove to the other ones. Everyone was so wonderful. I mainly just kind of left notes on doors that I did not feel comfortable knocking on. Then our mail person saw my post, and he's like, I can look that up for you to see where it was scanned because they have GPS. And he found out which house it was, and he tried knocking on their door. We're going to try probably on Monday and Tuesday and just try to see about getting in touch. It looked like maybe they were out of town, but the package would have been already delivered, and they took it inside. So, but they had other packages out. So, the saga continues, but I have hope. I have hope. We'll see. But it was just really nice to like kind of come together as a community. And I don't really ask or do too much, you know, in terms of asks of the community. So this is just kind of like a one-off that it's just kind of nice this time of year to see that people are trying to help. And I'm also ready to let it go too. Like if I just need to let it go, if the person says they've never seen it and they keep it forever, what can I do? But just know that it's like a couple streets over, you know? Like I can't fault anybody for that. Sometimes people are really interesting, and sometimes maybe they feel like they need it more, or they're just not aware, whatever. It is what it is. I've been drinking more tea this week, but then I realized, so this is going to lead into this next week. This next week, oh, thank you, Gabby. I have hope. I really do. I don't know when. And again, it's not like, I mean, maybe February they'll decide to be like, okay, I'll just take it back. Or maybe they'll find it within their house. Maybe they lost it themselves. Who knows? So leading into this next week, so I've been having lots of scans done. Now I lovingly scheduled myself first, and then we have my husband scheduled for colonoscopies this next week. And I realized that I had forgot that I couldn't have nuts or seeds over this weekend here. And so I can't have any popcorn with our holiday movies. I know. Oh no. Oh no. What's going to happen? No, it's, we still haven't like watched any because I was like super tired last night, but I'm thinking tonight we'll make some for my son. And, both of us we can't have any because our procedures are a little overlapping here. So I'll show you here that mine is here in the afternoon on Tuesday. So I can't eat anything on Monday. I've been through this before. It's kind of hard, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Like healing up from surgery is worse. So I was going to have it in the morning, but they wanted to, combine it with an endoscope. And so they're just checking me all out. I mean, this is, they're being very thorough, which I appreciate. And so once this is done, and then I have another appointment Wednesday morning, I'm going to be super tired for this, but I'm pretty much just going to like nap and take it easy this night and not do anything. Just make it to here and I'm good. I'll probably take another nap here. Then I have some therapy to like talk about all of that. And then my husband goes in on Friday morning and family comes into town and we are going to chill. So it's a very interesting week, I have to say. And in my health journal, I did write out a lot more information about like when to take things on these 2 days. So you'll see that, but I needed to kind of keep it straight in my mind, which it does. It helps to really like map it out. So we're just going to start putting down some I think the lighter one, because I think the lighter blue is kind of nice. We're going to just start putting some decor down because that's how my week is going. Let's see. I put last week's up pretty high because I needed some check boxes. So we'll put it right around 9. Did I put it all the way over? Yes, I did. I've been putting them all the way over. So let me know what you're up to. That was, my adventurous week. Successful in some ways. Like I find that finding out which house the package was delivered to, which it made sense. It's like felt like I saw the mail person going around, and then I got the notification after they had passed by, like 20 minutes, half an hour. And I'm like, that's kind of odd. And so, yeah, when I went to look, it just wasn't there. But just knowing it's close by, it just kind of gives me some peace. And again, just happy to know it's not a present. So, and again, if it's a present and things come a little later, I'm okay with it. I know a lot of people are kind of stressed out about it. It can feel very stressful to go, well, I really wanted to get this person this certain thing for the holidays. I'm trying to think if I want to go further over. I think so. We're going to put as much gold on here as possible. And sometimes you're at the whim of delivery systems, right? So, and I feel for the people trying to deliver everything. I know scanning has been all over the place. It's been, people are, well, the systems are understaffed and they're trying their best. Like the mail person felt so bad, but he said it had a different street number on it. So at least according to his notes that they could check up on. So, and I put in a note, with our post office, and they were like, we're looking into it, but it sounds like he knew nothing about it because he was the one that they would have to check in with. So, yeah. Gabby, I'm going to put this up here. Self-care, definitely important. And I sure hate scans. Scan anxiety. Yes. Going in when it's scan time. Yes. Yes. I'm remembering your story now. 10 years. 10 years. Congrats. Just so far, like it's so much that you have to go through. And I know that can be so scary because I'm just keeping watch. We have not seen anything on any scans where it spread, so I just cannot even imagine what it'd be like to go through that. So just much love to you. Much, much, much love. But you have to celebrate those times too of just saying, I'm still here 10 years. I'm also going to pick a card here. The other thing that's been happening in my mind is that I've been ruminating on what to say to my GI because this will be like the last time I see him because I already have. Well, that was the other thing. I didn't actually put that on my list. I scored a appointment with. And I just want to say this temperance, like balancing and trying not to push last week was like really helpful. So I did score an appointment in March with my new GI. And it's at the very beginning of March, so it's only kind of like 2 months from now. You can say 2.5, but I think, the holidays are going to go quick, and I'm just glad that that's on the books. They hadn't called me yet. I'm getting my thing. No, what I did was I called last week because this other appointment I have on Wednesday, They hadn't called me back because I was referred to, because I'm like, my old GI did not refer me to my new GI. He has no clue. He will now because he'll see the appointments on the upcoming, and I don't care. I really don't care. And so I got to score this one because they were booked out like 6 weeks. And so it was really wonderful to like get in on the day after. I took it in a moment because I knew I'd be tired, but so that was a total win of getting these appointments. I got both of them scheduled. Yeah, I guess they were both scheduled this last week. So my only question is I might have to get another surgery here. Well, I kind of know I will. I don't know if it's going to happen before the end of the year. Like if they can squeeze it in here, I might just do it, which is a lot. So I might have to put some of my filming duties on hold, but we will see. The Alchemist here. Let's see what this says. I feel like I just saw it here. Oh, here we go. All the tools you need to create magic for yourself and your community are within reach. Use your power and energy wisely. I mean, maybe that's really awesome. Like, I mean, maybe. Absolutely, that's really awesome. Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. So that's my new card this week. Love it, love it. They've been very, very helpful. My cards have been very helpful. So I'm going to write the Alchemist here. And I'm going to leave some room for writing more there, but I do want to get to a lot of things in here. So we got those pretties. We're going to stick some stickers down. And let's see. Do I need a dot marker? I might use, what color here? So the other thing, I love those cards. They give me a boost. Sorry, I'm going to put this on. Aren't they just like, I don't know if you have that deck, but any deck, I love the boost that you kind of get from just, it helps you think a little differently. It helps you just process a little differently. So yeah, I love them too. So I did get these are the new Moxie Life markers. They are the dot ones. I had just cleaned my old ones, but these match their system better. And I had always used the best like equivalent colors. I will be using these in just a bit on my actions. I am incorporating the Moxie Life actions into here. So yeah, I'll explain more about that in a moment. I'm like, how much do I go and do it right now? Let me get my tweezers here. And I have the fancy iFixit tweezers just from a kit we had around here. Yeah. It's I'm trying to get Clara off of here first. I was going to put her down here. So I'm just so looking forward to Wednesday afternoon. And then like Clara here, is it Clara? I believe it's Clara. I'm trying to remember. I'm like, feel solid in it. And then I'm like, wait, is that her name? We're going to put the Nutcracker over here. And we're just going to make this feel really nice. Put a little globe here. I might use a couple of these on the other spread. There is these two I want to use. It's like a little frame. I'll show you in my health planner that I did a little like sign that helped me. Oh, I might use the clock here because they do have a clock in, I think I'm going to grab this real quick because there's a clock in, let's see, I'll put it here because it's kind of in the middle of the spread. You know, like if you've been to the Nutcracker, they have like the big Christmas tree in the middle. Maybe I'll put the, maybe I'll use this tree. Okay, now I'm having some fun here. I might have to cut them, the Christmas tree, in half here. Because I don't think I want to put it up here. I need to make some plans. So I'll kind of put it here and then kind of slice through it here. We're winging it. We're just doing, let's see, I think I might want to stick this down hard on this side first. And go up. It might be a little wonky, but there. It just needed to like give a little bit and expand. Fun. Let's see. So that's the big Christmas tree. You know, the one that kind of grows and the clock kind of ticks and that it's bringing back. I haven't watched for a while, but I'm just kind of loving the ideas here. And then, you know, the Nutcracker is a gift. Kind of sometimes they use a box, but I'm going to put boxes here because we need to bring our boxes over to our presents over to my mom's house to get prepared for that. It's a week. This is going to be a week to get through just some hard stuff here. Although I have to say, like, once you get to the colonoscopy, they give you the good drugs. They do. It's a nice, you know, right before you go out, and it's so quick, you know, you're in and out so quick, and you just feel good on both sides of just like, yeah. And then you get to walk out of there. At least for mine, they give you the stuff that wears off real quick. And so you're feeling pretty good afterwards. And I do kind of looking forward to that because, you know, I don't use any kind of substances, but if they're going to give you some free substances while they're monitoring you closely and technically this is free because I've already spent, well, I'm over my deductible stuff. Oh, let's see. Thank you, Gabby, for keeping me going here. Super cuteness right now as you plan. I'm organizing all my plans. I know. I was doing some of that, like organizing my planner stuff like last night too. Well, kind of throughout the week. Let's see. And then let me get this little stocking. And I think I might put it up here because this is like stocking night there. I know this is a really cute kit. And then I'm just kind of adding to it. I might leave the Christmas tree for my other one. Let's see, but we have to put a sugar plum fairy in because I'm not going to be able to fit her anywhere else. Let's put her in. Let's see. Right here. I'll be dancing by this point, knowing that it's all kind of done. My husband will be home and resting that day. Oh, and this cute little gingerbread person. I think I need some room here, and I need some room to play on here. Let's see. Maybe we'll put this here because I'm not going to be eating this day. So let's put a gingerbread man on there. I always feel like let me put on here. Is an unholy mess. I know. Like, it's one of those things where you have to like keep at it, or it can be a little too much. I actually want to put just a little bit here. I don't know how this week is going to look. I think I'm going to record this week. I think I'll put it here. I'm going to record this week right after because we're not going to be able to do much. And I don't know if I'm releasing it a day early. Let's see. We'll still have some decorations up the day after. So why not put a little bit here? Oh, I guess I should have put this traveling one, or should I put it on this week? So my family comes in this evening. Let's see. They do kind of arrive in this area. So this little car is going to be in the middle of the festivities here. And then, oh, I'm going to put, I don't know if I can do it here. I'm doing like a special, like what my husband and I are doing we're talking about what is going to be our like special meal after our colonoscopies. Let's see. I'm looking at, okay, so I still have a half an hour. I might keep these for that one. And then I do want to put, I think I'll just use this dark blue. There's a little bit of room there. I'm going to go here and we're just going to put a few dots here. I think I'm going to put my tracker down here because I ran out of room here. And that way I can fit a few more things right there. I like how that blue, it's just a little brighter, but I like that. So let me draw in my tracker. I like to start on this side, so Saturday, Sunday. Even though I know it'll fit, it just, sometimes it gets a little wonky. And then steps. I've thought about, am I even on the screen? No, I'm not. I've thought about changing up my icons a little bit here, but I like the icons instead of writing out the words. It's working. And then my pill. I'm going to be upping my pill in the next week. So, and I think actually tonight I might up it because I won't be able to take it tomorrow because I need it with food. I already talked to the nurse about that, about timing it. So I'm actually going to take it really close to midnight after a little snack and then not eat here. And then I'm going to skip it this midnight and just take it after here. And it's not like it's a heart medication. So it'll be fine. It's more of a kind of an anti-inflammatory for my gut. And so it'll be fine. It'll go down a little bit, but then it'll go back up. Everything else I can take though. So let's see what else. Oh, I need blue for, yeah, I had different plans here where I was going to have my mom come early to watch our son because both my husband and I have to go to both of these appointments. So she's falling. She's going to be here to watch. Why did I say falling? I don't know. Let's see. We don't have Ridwell. So we have yard waste here and a yard waste pickup here. And then a check-in here for a little delivery and there. So, and this is how quickly, like these are brand new and I'm getting them messy. And there's like, unless you're like precision, like almost like docking the space station into here, they're just going to get messy. So let me write those in. And fortunately, there is no school. That's like the biggest thing. We're scheduling these right now because my son is out of school and it makes it so much easier to So this is yard waste. To do these awkward appointments. And then they will just be done. And we'll enter the new year just having them done. So let's see. And then this is our milk delivery, milk and other things. I love how cute this is turning out. I really do. Let's see. So to my actions, trying to let those dry for a moment. So I got therapy in. She had kind of canceled a couple times. I have tried some lotions. I think I need to work on that again. So I'm going to move that forward. I did do some drafts after I got my MRI done. I kind of chilled out. I did watch a holiday movie last night, but we're going to keep continuing that. And I have been listening to music a bunch. My son got his last therapy before the new year. I have to take podcasting off the table right now. Like I like to do them, but there's just too much going on in my head. So I did do my financial planner, and I'm doing this one right now. I am going to be switching up like some of the recordings that I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to film this next week and have that ready because that's a little bit more important to me. And I'm going to be doing my Sterling ink setup, my A5 setup. I think that's all I can fit in. I have today and tomorrow pretty much, and then we have chaos, and then we have family in town. So, I mean, I have a little bit of time in here, which is not much. And so when it comes to this week, I want to get out some of the yearly goal stuff as well. So right in here, I'll probably be filming that and then releasing those here. I don't know if those are the exact days yet, but well, two things changed. So I have a personal rings that I found a deal on a cover last minute yesterday. So that's going to be making its way through the mail. I may get that in January. And so that's kind of the one I'm calling secret because it's a whole thing I haven't really talked about. And then my B6, I'm still trying to kind of see how that's going to go. I did do my yearly totals in my spreadsheet. We got those other bills in. I did a donation, I did many donations that I'm trying to like get out by the end of the year. And then focused on water, fiber, meds, rest, and then support for my MRIs. So that worked pretty well. So I did write these in advance because I knew we'd be a little crunched on time. I also have some things at like 2:00 I want to be off doing. So we're speeding things up. I wrote out the category that these were in. So just to kind of give you guys an idea of what Moxie Life does, I have a feeling I'm going to change some of the categories. So these work for now. I do have another book, The Magic of I book, that has 8 categories. They don't have environment. And they have inspiration, mental, and personal as like all 3 different ones. And it's a little confusing to me. So I'm going to kind of use a combination of both of those and come up with my own categories and then just kind of match them to these. I think that's what's going to happen. I'll talk about those in my goals video. So wins this last week, found out where the missing package went. So I know it's like close, but we'll see. The oncologist gave me the clear deal on the cover I just mentioned, and my music for during my MRI, just all huge wins because those are out of my control, right? What I categorize for me is a win is something that's out of my control, and it just kind of lined up. Worked this live setup. I have to say, like, I was so thrilled to sit down. I usually sit down an hour early and just make sure everything's okay. And thank you. And it was just nice to know like this setup was going to work. So, and getting my errands done on Monday and just having distractions to kind of get me through the week. What didn't work was filming more setups. I really wanted to take yesterday to film like a couple more videos, and my brain was just not there. I was just not mentally there. So I have to wait, and I can't say I'm sad about it. Like, would have been nice to have more videos towards the end of the year. Yes. But I also know like my body I would be not in a good place if I had pushed myself. Um, Narrowing down ideas. And then what didn't work were the holiday movies with the popcorn, as I mentioned. Um, one of my lessons was the movement helps my stress. I mean, this is kind of a no-brainer, but I really found that my body was automatically moving to deal with the stress that was at hand. I need to write out some more to process because I am ruminating on like what I'm going to say to my GI, because pretty much I'm going to be like, goodbye, F you, goodbye. Like that's kind of where my brain's at. Um, But yeah, I'm putting too much weight into this final interaction while I'm coming out of anesthesia and right before, which those are two very vulnerable positions. Like right before I get any anesthesia, you're just like power dynamic is not ideal either way. And that's what I had to like really remind myself of this morning is like, this is not the time to have a conversation that's deep or anything. So I need to process and write down what I'm going to be reporting him for and to get clear on, because I'm still kind of gathering evidence. I have like a couple pieces of evidence of his bias. And as I mentioned, he was using the word like finally and what was it? I think like under medicated, under treated is a technical term, but he's really not. He said, because of this one part of your scan, I've never had a scan there before. He has nothing to compare it to. So I'm forming my case, and right after and before this procedure, which I know I'll see him, and he's not a scary person. He's just something's not clicking for him in how he's dealing with his patients. So he's going to have a complaint, and he's going to have to process through that and learn through that. Let's see. Some things don't line up. I don't know. I guess, yeah, some things just don't happen, and that's what I'm kind of letting go. And yeah, I just talked about that. And then to start simple with my next videos, I am kind of like, I want this all like set up really nice. I'm seeing other people do these really nice setups and everything. And I am inspired, but I also look at them and go, okay, I need to make it a little bit more simple. And so it just feels good. So some of my feelings, and this is emotional and physical: frustrated, happy, hopeful, grateful, anxious. I just like to write those down. And then I'm going to put my dots on here, and then we're going to get my health one out. Okay, so I'm not using the dark one. And I do like these colors better. They are kind of juicy. And that's what other people have said too. But I don't mind that so much. I can show you, I think. Like, it's not coming all the way through. It's shadowing, but if you just do them real light, then it's not really doing much. So I'm still going to, now that one's a little juicier. I'm just doing a very light touch. Balancing and saying no to, excuse me, to things. Get these 2 appointments done. Just focusing on a couple videos here, watching some more movies, and there is some baking I want to do. And my husband and I are going to support each other through this and let my mom help. That's so really, Gabby, I see your thing here. I'm going to address it just in a moment here. And then I wanted to focus on hair this week, actually, and skin and lotions. There's one I need to pull out and start using. So if you're interested at all in the Moxie Life colors, you can see here how these were the ones I just picked from the Zig ones and how they've shifted a little bit. Some of them are pretty close, but I do find it interesting that they are a little different. Let's see. Gabby, yes, distractions are so good. What I do is make sure that there are little fun things for me in my planner, even if it's something tiny like getting a coffee for myself or going to to journal in a cafe. I mean, those just sound so lovely. It's just, I love, like, I know you only get a little tiny peek into other people's lives, but just to get that little peek and kind of imagine you doing those things for yourself, it's inspiring and it's like really lovely to think about. And I love that people can share that. So yeah, that's all of that. That's all of this. I think it's time. Let's see, we are at 46 minutes. So let me get my health planner, and I do need to do some, I put my dots here. So what I do is a lot of this information is, let me get it on the screen, is captured in my phone. And so I go back and I write these, but my like stress level and let's see, where are my markers? Here they are. My stress level and energy levels are very subjective. I have to just kind of go off of, what I think for those. And then these are from just the pastel set. Let me put these over here. And I use the pink and the yellow for, actually there was one I didn't do, one or two. Oh, I didn't put dots there. I'll have to think about that. I'm going to go back and do these when I have a moment. But when these markers are out, I like to just get this done. So energy is first. And so all I do is I just kind of shade these in, and then I'll try to erase the dots after. I might just do that here. And I want this to be something kind of quick and manageable so that, yeah, my energy is like kind of down today. And then my stress levels, it's a pink is kind of like a mild red here, but I didn't want to put red to see like stress levels. Pink was much kinder. So, and again, this is not for perfection. This is for information. So I know like this Sunday, I'm super stressed because I'm thinking about my upcoming procedure. And I really like how, sorry, let me click on this. I really like how you organize your pages. I'm a little chaotic and less organized. I think it can depend on what kind of system, and chaos and less organization can be very welcome. Like sometimes you can get too caught up in your own systems to go, oh, like as I talked about this setup when, a couple weeks ago or a week or so ago, it took me a long time to get to this point. Like I used a Sterling ink for a while. And when I saw this Papertess like structure, I immediately thought like, okay, I can put this here. I can put this here. I can adapt it to my needs so much better than a blank notebook. Basically, I was using a blank notebook. But I think that some chaos is welcome. It lends to like the organic feel of things. And I think sometimes we just need to be reminded that they are that way. But if you need structure because you have a lot of information, now again, like these are just, I'm not making them super straight. You can see like all the imperfections in everything. This to me is more like I need to get the information in here. Yeah, so I will finish this up, and then because these numbers, my steps and water and sleep, they all actually, I'm not putting steps up here. I just have the numbers here. I wonder if I could possibly do 3, because I can actually see 3 because of the grid behind here. Oh, I can just see grid here, and then it would be like estimating on that side. So we'll see. I think systems, just if you're craving some kind of structure, then it's going to be some kind of system that you need to put in place. And a system can be on every Thursday, I do this. Like that's a system. So let's see. So this is what I was talking about earlier. I put a little "you did it" sign here. And then this is just to remind me to take my pill late. But I love this. I was like, wait, I'm so happy about that. So what I want to do is after Friday, I think I want to put this here because we really don't have much. I think I want to put it on this side. We don't have too much scheduled for Saturday. I'm going to say the same thing. Actually, I'm going to put "we did it" because this is definitely a combo week. And I'm definitely going to be celebrating that. And I use this like every day. And I also want to put here, I wanted to put homes like Sweet Home is getting back and like having like cozying up to pillows, just kind of like making my little cozy spot to sit in and just go, I'm done. I am done. I am done. That's basically what I want to do. So let's see. I think I want to put that up here. We're going to use up this whole, it makes me a little sad that I won't be able to use this next year, but I am using what I have and it feels good to use up stuff that I love. And let's see, we'll have a little bell ringing on Thursday here. I'll have to like color over that, but that's kind of like the midway point that we're just coming to the tail end of things. I'll put some holly kind of right in here and use up these stickers. I might want to pick out like a different highlight color and a Tombow to kind of jazz this up too. So bye-bye stickers. You served me well. You're going to carry me through this kind of hard week. And I'm trying to think. I think I'll put it here because I don't have that last line. And is there anything else? I kind of used these last time, so I think we'll do that. And I was going to look at my Tombows real quick to see maybe a little gray just to highlight. Let's see. Gets a little smeary. I know a lot of people like highlight. I could just highlight on each side. A lot of people highlight before so that when they write on it, it doesn't smear, but and then we're in this week. I do kind of like to highlight the week. I don't think I did it last week, but, and then I feel like I want something a little bit more here. Let's look at Is there a little something here? Okay. This will brighten it up a little bit here. Just a winter cup of bone broth. That's what I get to have. Let's put this. Let's see. I think this red is really helping. I don't want to put it over top of the, so I'll have like my little cozy time there. I think I want to put like just a little green, just a little more color into this. A little red bauble. Let's see. I'll put it up here. This is better. This is better here. It just needed a couple more accents here of, because I need, this is a need to like really feel a little cheerier about this. And I may find something besides gray maybe to highlight with afterwards, but I know I just want to kind of finish up this live. Let's see. Put this down here. That feels a little better. I just need a little cheer there. I think that's about it. And then, yeah, so I'll have to plan this one with the other pre-recorded one. Yeah, I feel like I need a little bit more color on here, and I just don't know which Tombow. I think it's in a different one. So Gabby, so satisfying to use up some of your old stash. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to do. And I love, actually, these kind of went together really well. So I do like how, I like this one a lot because I used washi tape. That's what it is. That's what's missing here. My washi. Let's see. In the next 3 minutes, can I put some washi down? I'm thinking, yeah, that's what's missing. If I pull this up carefully, and then we can, I'm going to stick that on my cup. And I think this will fit just right at the bottom here. It's a little rough, and I'm going to go just down to the bottom, I think. Just put a little color because that feels grounding now. Like I needed something to just kind of ground it. And then put, you know, it may not stick the best, but so that feels so much better. I think I want to do something up here as well with that. So when I film this next week, I might flop back and let you see, but because I am a little worried about the blue under here, and I'm not sure how that's going to go. So I think we're going to end it there. I just want to thank everyone for joining me. I see more numbers tuning in, and it's fine. Like I can sit here and talk to myself because that's usually how I do my plan with me's anyway. That's how people do them. And I think I'm going to leave my setup here so that I can film next week's. And yeah, I just want to thank everybody. It's meant a lot. We're actually, I checked my numbers this morning. The last live was to celebrate 500. We're at 618. And I just want to thank you so much. Like the last live, I was already at like 550. So it means a lot that there are people who just resonate with this. And if it's not for you, that's fine. It's totally fine. Please go out and follow the people that you love, that make you feel good. And if I'm that person, I am that person for some people, but not everybody. And I do try to like do chill and relaxing and talk about chronic illness and documenting it and trying to see how sometimes that you have to take a week and do a couple colonoscopies just to like get through and get the information that you need. And if you're just tuning in, I'm not getting two. It's myself and my husband. So it's just good to have that info, good to like keep going and just, I don't know, knowledge is power for me. And when I know things about my body, it gives me so much. So I will see everyone next time in a pre-recorded, and I think I'll do a live sometime in January, but this is the last of the year. Take care, everyone. Have safe and cozy holidays coming up, and see if you can find one little way to make it cozy for you. Take care, everyone. Bye.